Hey, what's going on everyone? Sam Clymer here with Lake Pro Tackle. Guys, we've got an amazing video for y'all today. We've got some exclusives for in-store here from Armstrong Outfitters Tackle. We've got some chatterbaits, glide baits, wake baits, crankbaits, and swim jigs. So let's go ahead and get into the video, guys. All right, guys, so first off, Kirk is known for his chatterbaits. This is what he started off doing. Armstrong Outfitters Tackle has some amazing colors. They do some color match stuff, all hand tied, hand put together. So here we go. So first off, we've got two shad patterns, two craw patterns in a black and blue. So starting off, the first one we're gonna talk about is the Sexy Shad. This guy right here is really, really cool. It's got some green, chartreuse, yellow, white, and blue in it. So your traditional Sexy Shad looking style chatterbait. So one of the really cool features about his chatterbaits is, again, he makes them by hand, does the skirt and everything, and on some of his blades he actually has a reflective material on there. It's like a sticker that puts off a lot of light and kind of throws it in every which way instead of just your main flat plain looking blades. He also has some very, very strong hooks on these, and he color matches the trailers. So he's got a ton of different trailers to match whatever chatterbait or swim jig he makes. So this one being a Sexy Shad pattern, it's gonna have a white trailer on it. It's got a little bit of black flake in there just to give it a little silhouette in there. So this is really cool. So number one, Sexy Shad, guys. Now all these chatterbaits you can get here in store in 3/8 or ½ ounce. So whichever one you prefer, you can get your size that you want. This next lure right here is gonna be the Key Lime Shad. So this one's gonna be a little more chartreusey, still has some white in there, but it's got a little bit of pepper as well. So if you're fishing a little more stained Texas water, where that clarity isn't any more than around 1.5 foot, this guy right here is gonna be a perfect bait for that. It's got, again, that chartreuse. It's got a chartreuse head, color matched trailer on it. This one does not have that reflective part on the blade. This one's just gonna be a straight silver blade. So if you wanna check these out, come in store, check them out, or go online, and we've got some pictures on there as well. All right, so next up here is gonna be the two craw patterns, and now we've got in my hand here the blood melon. It's gonna have watermelon and it's gonna have red. And it's got a golden blade on it. It's got a green pumpkin watermelon head on it. And then the trailer is matched up perfectly. Again, it's got green pumpkin and red on there. So you're not contrasting too much, and it fits right in. Next up, he calls this hematoma. So it's got a little bit of orange, got a little bit of green pumpkin in there, and I guess arguably you could say a little bit of watermelon. Again, trailer totally matched up on it. It has a dark blade, so it's got a black blade on it, and it has a reflective material. So on the Sexy Shad one right here, on the blade, it's got like a white reflective. This one has a dark reflective material on it. So if you're fishing, you can fish this guy in clear water, you can fish it in dirty water, and you're still gonna get those bites. The blades put out a very, very hard thump. So these fish, even in dirty water, they're gonna be able to feel it and they can get that bait. So this guy right here is gonna be called Black Bruiser. This is the last chatterbait in the series. It's got the dark reflective blade, just like the last one, and it's got a color matched, almost blue sapphire trailer on it. So this one's gonna be great for dirty water. You can still fish it in clear water. He actually recommends sometimes throwing black and blue in clear water just because the fish don't see it a lot of the time. And plus, if you're reeling it fast enough, it's just gonna whiz past their face and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to eat that. So this guy right here, definitely a killer in all types of water. Again, they all come in 3/8 and ½ ounce. All right, next up are gonna be the swim jigs. So what's really cool about these swim jigs here is that they are very much like the Megabass UOZ. It has a stronger wire on there. So it's got the swim jig part and it's got an underspin part. So with the UOZ, a lot of people complain about the wire going to the swim jig part falling off. Guys, this guy is a very, very strong wire. It's got a nice willow blade on it. And what's really cool about all his colors is, again, they all color match. This one here is gonna be called, I believe, Giz Shad. So it's gonna be like a gizzard shad. It's got a little bit of green pumpkin on the top, on the trailer and on the skirt, and it's gonna be mainly white. So it's got a white head, a clear weed guard. This weed guard's pretty strong, so you're not gonna be caught up in any wood or grass or anything like that. So definitely come check these out. These all come in 1/4 ounce. All right, next up, these two are very similar. So this one right here is gonna be Sexy Shad. So just like chatterbait, it's got some green, yellow, blue, and white in there. It's got a clear trailer on it, so it's super cool, super sleek. Definitely check this one out. And the next up for you more dirty water fishermen, this one is called Sungill, and it's got a little chartreuse pepper on the top, a little yellow and white on the bottom with a chartreuse swim bait trailer on it. And all these guys have swim bait trailers. If you want a different trailer, definitely put one on. But these trailers, this plastic that they're made out of is super strong. They're super glued on there. So you're not gonna rip your skirts out by taking it off, but this trailer is definitely not coming off easy. The fish aren't gonna be able to pull it down. So definitely come check these guys out. Guys, let's go ahead and move on to the crankbaits and glide baits. All right, so first up, we're gonna start at the top of the water column. This guy is the wake bait by AOT. The Executioner, it's gonna have a baby bass kind of pattern on it. So it's got a darker top, dark brown, green top, leading into a little more greenish and going down into a white belly. It also has that extra added detail where it's got some bleeding gills. So definitely check this guy out. And this one has 1 or 2 rattles in it, and they're really, really loud, so you're gonna be able to draw in those bites. Great for night fishing this time of year in the summertime. All right, next up, we've got 2 S-crank style baits here. So if you're familiar with the Megabass S-crank, this is the same body design. It's got a little thicker blade on it, so you're not gonna be able to break it on rocks as easy. He's got 2 colors, Brim Glimmer and also Barney Brim. Barney Brim is a little more jade turquoise color on the top main body, and then has an orange belly. And then Brim Glimmer is your traditional bluegill pattern. It's got a little purple bluish top leading into a little orange and yellow bottom. So definitely check these out. They're much stronger bills than the Megabass, and also have, I think, 1 main knocker and 2 little rattles in there. So it's putting off a completely different sound than the Megabass guys. Next up, this guy is a square bill. So this one's gonna be getting down to around 5.5, 6 foot, depending on what tackle you throw it on. This one is called the Perka Tiger. And what's really cool about this one is it kind of looks like the Strike King River Minnow color, where it's got a gizzard shad top on it, and it has a lavender purple with some tiger stripes kind of going down it, and a silverish, and it has a orange and white bottom on it. So what's really cool about this one is you don't see it in the market a lot, and it's a very, very good color for early spawn, and all times of the year. I mean, I caught fish on it post spawn, when those bluegill are hatching and up shallow, and I've caught it just cranking a riprap over at Lake Louisville all the time. So definitely want to check this one out as well. All right, last but not least, we've got the glide baits. So we've got 4 different colors in store. One of them is already sold out. However, if you want to see the full list of what the other color is, head over to lakeprotackle.com. But this guy right here is going to be one of my favorites. This is called the Blue Herring Glide. These come in at 5.5 inches, so they're all the same body. They've got a pink tail. This one is very, very cool. It's got a sexy shad kind of color scheme. I guess he calls it blue herring because it's got more of a blue top. However, I would consider this a little sexy shad. It's got a little gold, it's got chrome on it, it's got blue and a white underbelly. So super cool, 5.5 inches. This guy is also gonna be retailing at $29.95. And these are, again, all these baits here are gonna be exclusive to Lake Pro Tackle. So definitely check them out. Super, super strong heavy duty hooks on it, so you're not gonna be losing fish. One of our guides, Lake Pros, Cale Earnshaw, he actually has a ton of luck on these out at Eagle Mountain where he guides at. And if you wanna try these out on your home lake, definitely give them a shot. Head over here at Lake Pro Tackle, or head over online to lakeprotackle.com to order you some of these. All right, and the last 2 colors we have are gonna be Tilapia Glide and Golden Shiner Glide. So the Golden Shiner is gonna be a little brownish top with a chartreuse midsection and a white underbelly. Again, the pink tail, again, 5.5 inches. This is gonna be a great bait around grass. If you're fishing really fast with this one, I highly suggest throwing it around grass and points and stuff like that, anywhere where you're trying to get a reaction strike, or in dirtier water. So definitely check that guy out here. And last one we have currently in store here, this is the Tilapia Glide. It's got a really babyish blue main body with tiger stripes running down the side, just like a tilapia would. It's got a very cool silhouette on it. You don't see a lot of glide baits in this color very often, but you definitely will want to check this one out as well. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you're interested in becoming a lake pro yourself, definitely head over to lakeprotackle.com, search Lures by Lakes, and we are going to be restructuring the website very soon. So some of these videos will be heading over there. Definitely keep up here on YouTube though for updates about the shop, tackle tips, feeding Jeff on Fridays, and all the other cool stuff that we have planned. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you next time.